As kids, we all need something to believe in, something to hold us steady, something that doesn't change even when everything around us, even our own selves, are changing constantly. For some kids, that's Spider-Man or Superman. For some kids, it's SpongeBob. For some, it's God. But for us, it was our dad. In a way, he was all of those things to us. He was a force that never changed or wavered in his beliefs. He was the same energy every single day. He had the same routine and expected the same things of us every day. Every single morning, before school, he would pour us a glass of orange juice and we had to drink it before we left for the bus. Apparently, that was the cure to all ailments in his book, so it was just a requirement. Um, I know everyone has tried orange juice before or after brushing their teeth in the morning and know that it's terrible, but nothing got us out of it. So every morning, no matter how much complaining or crying that we did, we drank the juice that he gave us and he drank one with us. Well, more so chugged it. Our dad had the mind of a genius. I'm sure all of you have experienced his uncanny knowing of everything. When you walked up to him to ask him a question, he somehow knew the question, the answer, and the reason behind the actual question. So imagine me and Alex trying to pull a fast one on him at any given point. I remember countless times sitting in the car with him and Alex at a stoplight when we were little. And he would say, I bet when I count down, the light will change. We tell him, no way. But lo and behold, the light changed every time he got to one. Thunderstorms. My God, the thunderstorms. Have you guys ever seen a man walk outside in the middle of a thunderstorm and tell it to stop? He would come back in and tell us that in 5 minutes it would be sunny again. We always thought there was no way that it would be sunny, and every time he proved us wrong. We started to think that the jokes about him being God were really real. Every time his phone rang, he somehow knew exactly who was calling, whether it was my mom, my grandma, or $40,000, as he used to say. He always knew. He'd start pulling out his phone from his pocket, tell us who it was, and then nod his head, saying that yes, indeed, he was right. Answer with his infamous, yeah, hello. Now, as time went on and we got older, we started realizing that his intuition was much less than being God. We realized that one yellow light triggered a green light coming. The Weather Channel didn't put up a radar for no reason. And if you told someone to call you at 5 p.m., the call you got at 5:03 was probably them. Now, our dad had a way of talking to people, and we used to get so embarrassed when we were young because he would talk to everyone. And when I say everyone, I really mean any and everyone. You couldn't get dinner without him making jokes with the waiter. You couldn't walk into a store without him finding someone, a worker or a customer, to chat with. But none of that compares to the talking that he did with us. He would sit us down for hours at a time and just go on and on. He called it giving us his treasure of knowledge. Sometimes we would be staring at a spot on the wall for 40 minutes as he told us about some type of business deal that he had made. And other times we would be cracking up, asking him to tell us the same story 10 times. There's one story that me and my brother will forever laugh at about our dad karate chopping a rabid dog that tried to bite him. The truth of that specific story has yet to be verified, but our dad will always be remembered through all the stories, no matter how unbelievable they were. The last couple of things I wanted to talk about were some of the funny and wise sayings that our dad might have stolen from an old Chinese lady. One of those is, when in doubt, just pretend I'm standing right behind you, which could potentially get you in some trouble. The other one is, use your mind for the right purpose. And then the last is, if anyone calls you a chicken for not doing something, tell them I'd rather be a living chicken than a dead duck. Our dad was a complicated man, but his love for us showed through for everyone to see. We love him and can't wait to continue making him proud of us. I'll forever remember my dad every time I smell the scent of a cigar lighting up, and be sure to tell whoever is smoking it to only inhale into their mouths. Thank you, guys.